Good evening and welcome to the Amadeitist spiritual service. Our guest medium this evening, if you haven't already guessed it, is Molly Farley-Handley from Battle in East Sussex. That's a bit of a mouthful, Molly. A warm, warm welcome to you, Molly. It's lovely to have you here. Outline of our service this evening will be as follows. We have an opening prayer, followed by an address, some music, and a moment's silence for distant healing, followed by some music. Then we'll have a demonstration of mediumship, followed by our notifications and closing prayer. And as usual, the chat will stay open at the end for anyone who wishes to stay and chat. Okay, so I will now hand over to you, Molly, for the opening prayer.
Thank you. Dear Spirit of pure white light of love and truth, we call upon you to shine down upon this gathering this evening. Bring us the beauty and wisdom of your divine world, and let all that come in the name of love know they are welcome in our midst. We ask that our diligent guides, our helpers, our archangels, and our inspirers and loved ones, so that they may draw closer. Take our hands and lead us upon the journeys of discovery beyond the mystic veil between our two worlds. And we ask, dear Father, for your protection from the dark in all our work with you. All this we ask in the name of love. Amen.
Amen.
Amen it is. Yeah, lovely. Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about, when we talk about the subject, one of the reasons that we're all here tonight, and that is because we'd like to see if we can contact our loved ones in heaven. Now, so I just want to talk about people that have died. It's really important that something that we can all do, and most of us think that it's a way of beyond our abilities, which is the ability to talk to our loved ones on the other side. But what is the other side? You may ask yourself. That just means when we die, if we cross over into another dimension, when we pass away, we go to another vibrational realm that's just as real as the physical. The third dimensional realm, they call it, yet we often dismiss it because it's subtle. It's a different vibrational plane. So when it's here on the 3D realm, we are speaking to our loved ones on the other side. We have to learn to become very still and quiet in order to receive the information from them. But the good news is you can already do this. You just don't know it. And it takes a little practice to remember how to do it. So every time that you're in your houses and in your homes and you're sending up thoughts to your loved ones saying, good morning to my husband, whatever his name is, I miss you, love you, they hear that. They hear every word that you say. And if they don't hear it, the angels take it to them to hear it. So I just want you to know that, because when this vessel stops working, we don't die. We just pass over into a new realm of love and light, and with the angels. So another word, what I'd like to say is that we receive information through our chakras. Now, clairvoyance we get from the chakra 6. 1 and 1 we get share clouds for Gloria audience in our 5th chakras, if you are aware of the chakra system, which are all the energy centers throughout your bodies. And it just says that at the time, the 7th chakra is the clear knowing. So when you go into a building and you think to yourself, oh, I don't like the feel of this place, you know that there's someone there and you know that something's going on. That comes through your crown chakra at the top of your head. That's where you get that ability from, to know what's going on around you. But you must remember that when trying to connect to your loved ones, if you are doing it on your own, I'm sure some of you belong to circles and you've all learned this at circles. But when you're on your own and you're in a nice place and you're doing meditation, things like that, it's nice to sort of just enlighten your chakras up and make them grow bigger, because it makes you feel good. It lifts your body, it energizes you, and it will make you basically get over a lot of your ailments. Like I heard the lady on here tonight saying she's not very well, she's just going to listen in. If she knows about her chakras, she should build up her chakras and she'll start feeling a lot better. And with Sarah, your throat chakra, if you concentrate on your throat chakra, your throat will become a lot better, my darling. And I think we spoke about that before. But it's all different things. But lastly, it's good to remember that when we do cross over, we have a life review when we first pass over, and we spiritually evolve rapidly. A lot of things that don't make sense down here make sense, and sometimes when we go up, we actually it's like it's unbelievable. I mean, I can actually hold my hands to him and say thank you, Lord, because I've been on the other side and I've seen it, and it's just a wonderful place. And it's you know, I'm talking about in my dreams, not physically, obviously. And it's sometimes when we incarnate, we can have a trauma from this lifetime, personality disorders, alcoholism, alcohol, mental abilities, a spirit. We don't have those things. They all go. Everything that you've picked up on this plane is released from your body and your soul, and you go over as a light. And I think that at the end of the day, you know, we're here to learn of something. We get born from the angels. We get put here to learn something. And when we pass over, if we haven't learned that at the time we pass over, sometimes we pass over through some kind of accident, or, you know, our life is taken from us quickly in some kind of, you know, death, like at war, you know, being shot, being stabbed, you know, being horrible, all those things. You normally get reborn again straight away. And because you haven't learned what you was put on here to learn, and if you do come to the age where your body can't carry on anymore and it closes down, and you still haven't learned, you will be reborn. But when you learn what you've been put on the earth plane to learn from the angels and from God and everybody else up there, they will then hold you back into the realms of heaven and hold you there till one time when you will actually be reborn again and put back down on the earth plane to learn about something else. And it's like a big loop, a big circle thing that goes on. And all the time the angels are whizzing around and watching you, and it's just a beautiful place. So I hope I've helped you. And sometimes, you know, like when you've been on a journey when you're alive, and you get there and you go, right, when I get there, I'll call you to let you know I've got there safely. Well, you can't do that in heaven. So this is the only way that you can actually connect with your loved ones that have passed over, or in dreams. They come to you in your dreams. And so if you think you've dreamt about something, believe it, it's actually them that you've actually dreamt about, and they're with you. So I want to share that with you tonight. So thank you. Thank you, Kedden.
Thank you, Molly, for sharing your knowledge and experience there. We'll now have our first piece of music.
100,000 angels by your side. Do you hear me talk to you? I whisper through doorways and pathways of your mind, clear like falling dew, and fresh from my journey, across an ocean of blue. Take just a minute, come and rest by my side. Let me tell you your own story. Let me walk you through your lives. Only a second, that's all it takes to realize there's 100,000 angels by your side. There's 100,000 angels here
Wow, what a beautiful song. There's some beautiful graphics there too. Thank you for that, Molly.
Okay, my pleasure.
Please join me now in a moment's silence as we send out healing to all those who may be in need of it this evening. If you know of anybody who is in need of healing, please hold them in your thoughts as I read out our healing prayer. Gracious Spirit of thy goodness, hear our anxious prayer. Take our loved ones who are suffering neath thy tender care. Loving Father, hear us. Gracious Spirit, may thy presence shed a healing ray, turning all their night of darkness into glorious day. Loving Father, hear us. Gracious Spirit, shouldst thou claim them, be their light and guide. Lead them to the heavenly kingdom, safely by thy side. Loving Father, hear us. Hear us. Amen.
You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Since those summer days among the fields of barley, see the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold.
What a beautiful singer. An absolutely beautiful singer.
Absolutely beautiful. One of my favourites. I didn't want it to stop, actually.
These lovely songs we got tonight, they make me feel like you want to go to sleep, everyone, don't they?
Yeah, it's lovely.
So good.
Beautiful.
Sort of drifting off into your own little worlds.
Right, and now I'd ask everybody to send out your love to Molly as she links into our loved ones in spirit. And I'll be over to you, Molly.
Thank you, Kevin. Before I actually start my clairvoyance part this evening and bring them in for you, I just want to say this little prayer that I always like to say. So let me start by just saying, The light of God surrounds us, and the love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watching over us. The mind of God guides us, and the life of God flows through us. The laws of God direct us, and the power of God abides within us. And the joy of God uplifts us, and the strength of God renews us, and the beauty of God inspires us. Wherever we are, God is. I just absolutely sorry about that. That's my dog. He can hear a little noise going on downstairs.
Wanted to have a say as well.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to get in on the act, actually. That's what it was. To all you animal lovers. Marley, come in. Come. Yeah, so I've been looking through the congregation, and one person, and there's a couple of faces that I was drawn to this evening. I've just turned over and there's another load of faces coming on and another load of faces. So, wow, they're coming out the woodwork. So good evening, everybody, and thank you for allowing me to sit with you this evening and bring you these lovely messages. So the first person I want to go to, I'm drawn to, is Joe Dorber. So Joe, would you like to just flick over your switch? Thank you. Thanks,
Hello.
Joe. I hope you don't mind working with me this evening. And I hope that I can bring in some people that are really close to you. And there are a couple of people around you at the moment. Hang on. When we do a little pause like this, it's called making sure that we get our faculties straight before we start using this, you see. Because as a lot of you are aware that do spiritualism on this page, you do know that it's like a jigsaw puzzle that mediums have to put together when we just get messages, being thrown at us from all angles. But Joe, I've got, I do have a lady with me. I have got a lady with me for you, and I've also got a gentleman with me coming in here. I think the gentleman could be a father figure for you on that sort of line. And this gentleman, he was quite energetic and quite full of life when he was alive. He's showing me that when he used to do some kind of work, all I could see him is folding big sheets of cloth. Can you take that? Like when you're on a horse track and you see a racetrack and you see the horses with those big sheets that they throw over at the end of a race when the horses are all steaming. It's something like that, like a rubber consistency with him. And I don't know why he's trying to show this to me, but he said you should know what this is. So I hope you can take that from me at the moment. And if you look like as if you're sort of really thinking hard here, trying to relate to where this is going. Yeah. But what he's saying to me is, hang on. One of the jobs that he used to do, he was to cover stuff up. So he was like, whatever the job, he won't tell me the job at the moment, but whatever his job was, he used to cover. I could see him doing it, and he's holding these sheets, and like when you throw a quilt on the bed, he's doing that, and he's throwing this stuff. Now I don't know if he's in like a greengrocer's shop and he's covering the fruit and the vegetables overnight for locking up the shop. It's something like that, and he's got to cover everything around him in this place of where he worked. So I can't take it back because he's giving it to me. All he's going to say to you is that the material is like a rubber, and it's like a grey in colour. So to me, I don't know what it is myself. But he said that you would know what it is. And if you don't, then ask someone related. Now, I hope this is your father. Am I speaking with your father, do you think, Joe?
I think it's my granddad.
Is it? Okay.
And I think what you're trying to say is when he was in the war. And I think he had to do something in the war from...
Yeah, and he may be covering guns up with like
Yes,
because
that's
it
what I was
wasn't because it
thinking.
wasn't cloth, it was like a rubber, really heavy duty rubber. And he used to have to swing it to throw it over what he was throwing it over. Do you understand what I mean? So but well, let's take it that it was Granddad. Did he used to smoke, your grandfather?
Yes.
You know, because I'm getting like a phlegmy sort of cough. He used to have like he used to do what I've just done quite a lot. He used to go a lot when he used to clear his voice before he started to talk. So say, for example, the phone rang and somebody offered him the receiver, he would go before he started to talk, so that he wouldn't start to cough when he was on the phone. This is what he's saying to me. And he's also saying to me that that the sheets that he used to throw were really heavy. And he went, and the reason why he's telling me that you would know what this was is that his brother did the same thing. His brother.
I'll have to ask my Uncle David.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But he said my brother used to help me do it as well. We used to do it together because we was both in the land army sort of thing. So I'm gonna give that to you. He's actually coming into you because he's saying at the moment you feel quite a lot. You feel quite lost and alone in the world, in a place where you don't want to be, but your heart has broken and you feel like nothing around you would cheer you up. But he's saying he's bringing into you. He comes to see you in your dreams. He visits you in your dreams, Joe, and he tries to show you life, how it's going to be. That's what he's saying, how it's going to be, your future. So he's letting me know, because he's actually showing me in pictures, and I can see like all right, okay. Do you actually go to churches, or is it just this spiritual
When they're
church?
open, yeah.
Yeah, because he can see you walking up the aisles. Do you have something to do with the church? Are you part of the church, like as in running it, or to like clean it? Or...
me.
No? Okay, I've got someone with you then that has, and it's quite strong. And they use, because like when you see a wedding, they see all the flowers up the aisle each side. Well, this person used to be in charge of looking after the flowers and the cleansing of the altar. And they used to, and I think this could be like one of your ancestors who passed over in the old days. So that, and I'm sure that was for you. That was you. I could see, because this person, whoever it is, looks just like you, Joe.
I should be on the platform. I don't have the confidence to be on the platform.
Maybe that's why they're telling you to do it then. Maybe this is their way of telling you to do it.
But it's a slightly different way to how you will do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone does it their own way. Let's put it that way, Joe. And whatever you feel happy with, they're going to be with you 100%, watching over you and guiding you, putting ideas into your head and things to say. So whatever you feel, the way that you need that confidence boost, I think you just need to keep, even if you go into the church, go and stand on the platform, go and feel it, and start to get the feeling of the churches that you actually go to, and that will start making you feel more relaxed and give you the courage to go, okay, I'm going to do it, because I know that you're psychic. I know that you're well into this sort of thing. Yeah. I know that you belong to, or you run circles. Do you run circles yourself? Have you got a circle?
No, I sit in on Tuesdays, and every now and again I go, or I might say something and then I don't.
So listen, they're actually kicking you in the posterior, because they said this is your grandfather, you need that kick to get motivated. He said, because you've got it, because it comes from the us in Ireland. He said it comes from the Irish link to the family, and he said, and you have got it. Don't be scared of it. A lot of people get scared of saying anything just in case they're wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're not wrong, then they will put you in the way. In, like I said, it was your dad. You said, no, it's my grandfather. So I was wrong to say your dad. that it was on a grandfather. So, you know, sometimes I get that confused. But with you, you have got to push yourself, is what they're saying, because they're going to be. Do you know that your grandfather is one of your guides?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's just told me. He said, I'm a guide, I'm a guide. So
He's
and
one
that's
of
lovely
them,
when you get a family link like that to be your guide. So listen, talk to him. And I told you earlier on, when you talk to them, they hear you. So talk to him and ask him for guidance, and he will take you in the dreams. He will show you what to do for when you're awake.
Yeah.
All right, my darling. So I'm sending blessings. I've got a little dog here, it's just running. Have you lost a dog?
A few dogs.
Did you lose a dog like a few years ago?
Frank, yes, Frank.
Right, well, he's with your grandfather. Your grandfather's got him. Just to let you know, in the animal kingdom. So he's just brought him in to show you that Frank's with him. All right. So I'm going to leave Frank and your granddad and the other person, the woman. Is your mum in heaven?
I have a birth mum and I have a mum in heaven, yeah. I have two, yeah.
Okay, well, it's your mum. It's your mum, not your birth
She's always
mum.
around me, yeah.
Right, it's your mum. She's just come in and said, hello, my darling. So she's just saying hello, really. So, and she's saying, giving you big kisses and cuddles, the normal stuff that they do when they come in. So she's actually just put her head around the door, and she said, I used to do that in life, you know. They'd all be sitting in the lounge, and all of a sudden I'll come out the kitchen and I go, all right, everybody. And I go back out. She went, and I used to do it. And that's what she's just done now for me to see. All right, my love. So I'm going to leave their love with you, Joe. Thanks for working with me. And God bless you, darling. No, God bless you. Jeff R. Hello. Come in.
Yeah, hi.
Unmute. Right, lovely. Yeah. Hello, Jeff.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening to you. Right, I hope are you okay to work with me?
Yeah, fine, no problem.
And see what we can bring through. I do have a lady here who's coming in. This lady, I think she's about, I'm 4'10", and if I was standing up, I would say she came to about there against me. So I'd say about 5'6", 5'7", sort of. She's quite tall. I mean, everybody's tall to me, to be honest with you. But you know, she's quite a tall lady, and she's coming in to obviously to say hello to you and to push you. She's got something in her hand she wants to give to you. What are you showing me, darling? What you got? Oh, I've got a funny, like, tool. She's bringing in this funny tool. You know, I can't explain it. And she's going, give this to him, give this to him. Have you mislaid a tool or something?
I've got more tools and you can shake a stick.
Exactly. She's giving you this tool because you think you've lost it.
Oh, okay.
There's a tool you've been looking for and you can't find it in any of your tools.
I haven't been looking for a tool at the moment. So
right, it's like, I'll tell you what, I'll describe it to you. It comes down like this, and then at the end, it's got like handles, and it twists. So, and I don't know, like a pull, like it's got like a pull to it, like as if it's a weighing scale thing. So if you're at that end, you can put something on the bottom of it, and it tells you what the weight is, that sort of thing.
Like a suitcase scale.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what it's called. It's just that's the shape of it, and she's giving this for you to take it.
Okay.
So maybe she's trying to say to you in a nice way, when lockdown's all finished, you should go on holiday and make sure you get the weight right this time, because you always get it wrong.
Okay, I'm a bit careful, shall we say? I've got to say another word. I'm careful for weight.
Yeah. So she said, make sure the weight is right. Okay. Maybe she's just taking the mickey out of you, but she's there. I don't know if this lady is your mother or if she's a lady that you've had you've been with, like your wife or someone like that. Don't know, but this lady passed over with cancer. I've got. So
won't be my mother, or I can't think. Oh, I've got great aunt who went over with cancer that I know.
Okay, all right. Well, this is this lady then. This is the lady that was showing me this weighing thing.
Okay.
This is her. I've also got your father here, but the lady, your aunt, when you was a little boy, she used to look after you when you was like really young. There's someone here that used to look after you when you was a little boy.
Not that I'm thinking of. It might be another lady that we called an aunt. But was it really an aunt?
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's saying that when you was a little boy, do you know she's got sort of some kind of an accent? This lady, like a broad, like up north accent. Really strong. So I don't know who this lady is for you.
No, I don't know any northern ladies.
But she says she used to look after you when your parents wanted to go out, you know, to visit and things. She would sit there all night with you, and you know, on her lap. That's what she's saying. Hang on, who's Maud? You've got the name Maud.
Oh, that's one of my army of great aunts, I think.
Right, and I've also got Audrey.
I don't know an Audrey.
Okay, well, hold on to that one. Just keep that in your sort of in that little area where you listen and think about things. No, but look, let's go back to Maud then. So Maud is coming here quickly. Okay, they've taken this Maud, this lady. She's taken me to like a farm area, like that she used to work on a farm. Is that right?
Oh, no idea. No idea.
Right. Well, she used to work on a farm, and she used to do. They used to produce milk and cheese, that sort of stuff, and she used to help to do that. Right. She used to do that. So that's how long ago I'm going back, because they used to do it manually. When it was doing manually, then they changed over to the machines. But she's actually showing me that she used to actually milk the cows on one of those funny little stall things.
Oh.
And she's saying that she used to do the curds and whey. That was her job. And I also feel, Jeff, that this lady used to also use one of those weighing things to see how much butter and the curds and whey was weighing. So that's how long ago I'm going back with your ancestor. Yeah. All right. But so now they've just pulled me through the tunnel and they've gone, right, straight away. I've got a little boy with me. A little boy. And he's presented himself on like a little tricycle. He's come whizzing in here on a tricycle. Now I don't know if this is a cousin of yours, a little boy, or if he's like a brother figure. Like, you've obviously not lost a brother, because you would have come straight in. But there's a little boy on a tricycle. If you can't take it, Jeff, I might be moving on to the next person.
Okay.
Who can take a little boy on a bike. And he's going like that with the little bell on the top, and he's going absolutely, he's going mental. As we say from Bermondsey, he's ringing it like a nutter. He's going ding, 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 ding,
Sounds
ding,
like
ding.
me when I was a kid.
just to wind everybody up.
I used to do that as a kid.
Did you? Well, maybe it's a memory from your mind then that I'm picking up. But hang on. Yeah, but your mum's coming back in and again sending you lots of love.
Okay.
They're all sort of, when I start tuning into your families, I start seeing people all coming at the back of you, okay. And they all sort of start walking into it, and then all of a sudden a name or a face will come into thing, or a subject or an object will be shown to me, and that's how I work with spirit. So let me think. There's a name of Jonathan. Jonathan.
Yeah, I can take Jonathan here.
Right, okay. There's a name of Jonathan, and there's also a name of William, but you used to call him Bill.
That's right. Yeah,
right. So there's those two names. They've just been shouted out to me, and it's so bizarre, Jeff, because they're actually all waving at you, like as if you can see them. That's
Okay.
you waving hello to you.
Right.
And I've just seen, all I've seen is the action. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's beautiful here. So they want you to know how safe they are.
Okay.
That's what they've just, that's what I saw was a mouth with their hands saying that to you. There is, because there is that remorse with you sometimes that you worry when they've passed over, where they're going and what's happening, you know, which is what I spoke about earlier. There is that like sadness with you. There is, because I can actually feel a lot of sadness around you, Jeff. And they're trying to uplift you. They're giving you some flowers from spirit.
Okay.
And actually they're giving you, who used to smoke the pipe? They've just given me a pipe.
Yeah, my uncle.
Is it? They just, so he's just showing his pipe to me anyway. So that's what he's saying. But there's not a lot of talking going on. And they said it was like that when we all went round each other's houses. There weren't really a lot of talking. We just used to go and see each other, say, right, see you, I've got to go. And then it was like a fleeting visit all the time. And that's how he's presenting now. There's something that you're going to be doing, Jeff. It's not to do with your job, because I think that I can take it that you sort of semi-retired or retired or something.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking about retiring. It's that sort of thing.
So
But someone's going to come up to you and offer you to help them doing something.
all right.
If they haven't already asked you.
Yeah,
And it's going to be within, they're giving me number 3, sort of within 3 months.
okay.
From today, you're going to be approached to go and do something. Yeah, to keep your mind occupied.
That's
Keep you going.
Okay.
It's not going to be heavy work. It's not going to be hard work, but you're going to love it. That's
Okay.
what Spirit are telling you. All right, darling.
Thank you.
Keep your ears open and your eyes open and your ears to the ground, as they say, and be aware that it's going to be. And sometimes it'll be shown to you, and then it might be that you might need to phone them up or ask them. You know, I can see an advert here. You're asking for someone, blah 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 blah, and then you're going to get the job. You're going to get offered the job.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you. Did your dad ride a bike?
He did in his early days. I remember baking on like.
Yeah. And because people used to hear him whistling when he rode the bike, he used to whistle when he rode the bike.
I don't know about that. I was too young.
And well, but that's what he's showing me. I can hear him whistling. So anyway, he just wants you to know that they're all there, all sending their love to you today, and trying to give you that little lift up. All right, that you need. God bless you, darling. Thank you for working with me. I know that it didn't make a lot of sense to start with, but we've got some of the things come through for you.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Okay, can I go to this is really difficult because they're not actually putting. Hang on. I'm going to come to Jodie Trainer.
Hello.
Hello, darling. Thanks for working with me.
Hey,
And welcome. Okay. The first thing I want to say to you is, where's she gone? Oh, there she is. I can't. You keep jumping from one thing to the other. Jodie, the first thing they want to show you, and it. Okay, they don't want to show it to you. They want to say it to you, and that is, we've got the baby.
okay.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
We've got the baby. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into it. I just want you to know that they've got the baby. And when I say they, I'm talking about their grandparents. Why am I getting a link with Ireland with you?
Yeah, got Irish family.
Have you? Okay. Okay, because they've just shown me an island of green, so that's normally the Green Isle. Yeah. Over there, did you used to? Oh, she got to keep jumping around. Did you used to live in Northern Ireland?
No, not me.
Who's the person who passed away who lived in Northern Ireland? Then can I ask you that?
I think that was my great granny.
Right. Okay. Well, your great granny has just come in here, and she's coming to say hello. And she said, "We're all together. I've got them all with me. We're all here. We're all having sort of like what is it you call a wake? We're all having a wake together." But she's laughing her head off because she was quite funny. This lady, she's laughing her head off. She used to say, "You always used to laugh at her jokes." She said, "I was always telling jokes, and I was always laughing at my own jokes." That's what she's saying, which used to make people laugh. But she said, "But you're very spiritual yourself, Jodie." She said, "You're very spiritual yourself, and you should learn more about this and do it yourself, because they're screaming out for new mediums in the world, and they need to bring freshness to it, is what they're saying. And you could, it's quite difficult. Why am I being taken to Portsmouth? What does Portsmouth mean?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because it's boats. Portsmouth is to do with boats.
I'm not 100%.
Okay, Jodie, let me ask you this then. Did an uncle of yours belong was a seaman?
Not that I'm aware of, but I can ask around.
Could you? Because they're showing me this big warship, and that's why they showed me Portsmouth. So I don't know if it's he used to be hang on, they're just showing me something here. They're showing me this great big battleship cruise thing, but it's not on water. I'm hearing it's not on water, so it must be in a dry harbour down there.
I know my uncle that is still here. He was in the Navy, but
that's what. Right. Okay. All right. That's why I asked you. I said, if you
Sorry.
got anything with us, right? Or did I say army? I meant Navy in the boats. So, but they're showing me this battleship in a dry. It's not in water, so it's not lowered in water. It's in like plimps in there for people to go on board and see it. So I don't know what like HMS something it's called. That's what they're showing me. And this man, he sometimes goes on it and looks around it like for memorabilia. He comes down, but he's saying that his son has it. Right? Let me just relax back because I'm getting all excited now because he's getting excited. Did I say that he was a naval man? He was in the Navy. So I'm stuttering. Did this man have a stutter or a speech thing?
I'm not 100% sure because he passed when I was very young.
Okay.
My uncle that was in the Navy is still here on the airplane.
Okay, the uncle. So was it his father who died? Who's passed over? That's what I'm trying to get at. So his son, he was just telling me, his son is also doing the same thing. That's what he's saying. He wants you to pass a message on to his son to let him know that he's so, so proud of him. And he said, I would have had quite a lot of difficulty trying to get that to him because he used to have like a speech impediment. He's all right. And that's why I was stuttering. But he wants you to know, please send him his love and just let him know how proud I am of him. That's all he wants you to do. That's the only reason he's coming today. And he said, and you're growing up into a beautiful little girl because the last time he saw you, you was a little baby. Yeah. Right. That's the last time he saw you. He said, and you're growing into a little beauty. He went, that's what he said. You're a little beauty. That was his words.
Thank you.
Okay. Hang on. Now I've got this little old lady here with me. She's like a little proper like little old, like Tweety Pie, the little old, I told a puddy tat, right?
Yeah.
The little nanny that's with him, with Sylvester. Well, your nan I'm talking about, this lady I've got looked like her, the way she used to talk, the way she used to bake, the way she was like always going up, coming, feeding the animals in the garden, in the back. So I think this little old lady was on the Irish vein. Okay, that's what they're showing me. And she's coming in here. She went, what you need to get rid of all your pains and your aches in your body that you're going through at the moment, she said, is a pick-me-up. She said, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of Irish whiskey in milk, hot milk. She went, you need to start drinking that. She said, it will make you feel so much better. She said, because that's what we used to do, and put a little bit of honey instead of sugar. All right, that's what she said. What she's saying, it works wonders to the body. She said, and then in about half an hour, you forget what you've done because of all the Irish Scots that you've been putting in. All right, she's like, I've been on medicine. What a lovely little old lady she is, giggling away, and she's going. But listen, you've got to go to some kind of teaching thing. There's something that you're thinking about taking up, learning something. Can you do you understand what she means?
I've not long finished a course at uni and I wanted to go into teaching.
Right. She has just said to me, please tell her to do the course for the teaching. She said, because you're gonna be great at it. So go for it.
Okay.
Don't hide back from it. Because I thought it was you were going to go to university, but it's not. It's you've left uni and you're going to start this teacher's degree. Okay. And she wants you to please go for it. She's going, Jodie, please.
That was my plan.
Right, so great. And she said, and to put you into a little secret, my little darling, she said, it's me who's made it work for you from behind the scenes. So she went, so I'm watching over you all the time. I think she used to do like private little lessons because she was quite an intelligent lady in her time, and a great cook, fantastic cook. And she, but yeah, so she really is proud of you and what you've achieved today. All right. So I'm going to leave all their love with you, Jodie.
Thank you.
And obviously we'll see each other again some other time, I'm sure. Well, I hope so.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, you can send me a text on my name. You can't forget that name. It's like Farley Rusk, isn't it? And Handley, which is Irish, by the way. My name is Molly Handley. That's my original, but I got married, so I took the name Farley from my better half. So yeah, let's carry on. Nina, can I come to you, darling? Thanks, Jodie. Can I come to you?
Hi, Molly.
Hiya. Have you tried to get onto my Molly with the Angels page?
I have no idea.
Because I've got a lady who keeps coming into me called Nina, and I think I don't know this lady, so I don't block her. I don't block her, I just don't answer her.
Yeah.
So if it is you and you get a text back from me, then just go, it's me. All right. So because you give off lovely vibes, darling. Okay. And I think you've got a touching of healing about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you radiate, you glow, let me tell you, as I'm looking at you. And actually, if everybody here looks at your screen, it goes fuzzy, your screen, right? See the fuzziness on your face? Can you see that? That means it's not your video connection. It's actually the energy that you radiate out. And that is what's causing that funny distortion on your screen. All right. There's also you have what's his name? He comes, I'm trying to think of his name. Archangel Raphael's team. You have Archangel Raphael, who's a wonderful healer in the Archangels, and he works with you. Mm-hmm. And he said what he'd like you to do is wear his green and pink colours more. Yeah. He also has been sending you of late. You've noticed a change in your energies. Yeah. Which is what he wants you to know. And he said it's because he sent some of his team to help you because he thinks you're a wonderful healer.
Okay, thank you.
He's very proud of you, is what he's saying. So I hope this gets you some more gigs, as I know. Free advertisements, you know. But seriously, on a serious note, he said, keep up the good work.
Yeah.
And he's really right. He's got your dad with him. Is your dad passed over?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just brought him in. He's just flew him in, actually. And I can actually see Archangel Raphael landing with this gentleman holding on for dear life, because he never used to like heights. If he used to have to go on an aeroplane, he was like very jittery, your father, when he was alive. And he said, right, and he's still a little bit like that now, because he's just doing it with Raphael. And he's bringing him in to because daddies love their little girls, he's just said. Daddy's like that, and you're his little girl, he's just saying. So I didn't used to call you his little girl.
No, he called me something else.
Oh right. No, in the nicest way.
Oh, it's nice, but it wasn't in English.
All right. Okay. No, I know that. That's why I can't understand what he's saying. That's why I'm asking you the questions. But he used to he comes in from time to time with you, Nina.
Yeah.
And he comes and watches you. Yeah. And he comes and hang on. Right. Have you been making something with your hands of late? Forget the healing. Have you been?
I do mind healing, not hands-on healing.
Right. No, but no, I'm not. I'm saying get away from the healing. Yeah. Do you work with scissors or cut things and make things with scissors?
No, but my partner did before he got ill. Okay.
So like he used to cut out little shapes and things like that.
Very, very artistic and making.
That's what I'm saying. Now, is your partner in spirit?
No, he's here still. He had a stroke.
Okay. Well, let me just say something to you. His father, who's in spirit, was with him when his stroke happened.
Yeah.
And if you ask him when we finish here today, he actually saw his dad.
I didn't ask him if he saw anyone, and he says he didn't.
But he did, because his dad is just here, and he's saying he saw me, because he looked right into my eyes and he smiled at me. He said, "So I know that he saw his father." And I've also got I've got this right little like a little boy. I don't know if he's a child from you, Nina, but there's a little boy and he's right little tyrant, and he's like getting into all kinds of mischief. You know, you put something there and then the next minute you turn it back and he's picking it up. And he's like one of the, like, people in the world call kids like that a little devil child, because he gets into everything, but not meaning that he's a devil. But he used to be into everything. Now, I don't know if you can take that.
Can't
Nina,
place little boy.
No.
Little girl like that I can, but not little boy.
Okay. Right, let me ask you then who Roberta is, or Robert is.
Robert was my uncle.
Right, okay. Who's Roberta then?
No idea.
Right, okay. I just pulled that name back. I've retracted that name, but there's something else coming in here for you. It's a really unusual name, this name.
Mm.
And it's like that name of that brandy called Ashback brandy, that German brandy. Mm. It's something like Ashback or Ashmack or something.
Is it Anusha? Anusha. That's
it could be. It's really unusual, and I can't quite hear it because it's like very faint. I can't hear it. It's not very clear. But it's I don't know. I'm not gonna change what I've said, because it sounds very much. Did you know someone, or your relative knows somebody who's called like an Ashba, or something like that?
I never knew an Anusha, but I can't think of any other names similar.
Okay, let me
ask in the family. Somebody might know.
Yeah, could you?
Yeah.
Right. Are you the northern? Are you a northern girl?
Oh God, yeah.
Right, that's where I've got the northern before from you. That, you know, when I said I've got some guy from up north. when I
Yeah.
was talking to one of the other people, and I think that could be that part of the message might have got mixed up with me, and it should have been given to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I've also got the name Rachel.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Okay. Is she on the earth plane?
Yeah, well, she wasn't supposed to be yesterday.
Right, okay. I'm sorry, yeah. So do I, darling. Okay, so they give me loads of family names for you for connections. Okay, there's someone here that's bringing in a bread and butter pudding. Why are they bringing in the bread and butter pudding?
That was my partner. He likes that sort of food.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. I think your loved ones in heaven are trying to give it to give for you for him to have it, to build it up. Yeah, to build him up with it. So if you get some bread and butter pudding going from him, that will be wonderful, is what I'm being told. All right. And don't nick it yourself, Nina. Why would you say you wouldn't do a thing like that, love, would you? Come on. But and there was someone that used to ride horses, because I'm being shown a little horse.
I've got a friend of mine who's very much a close friend who's been riding horses all her life.
Yeah. I've got a little horse here. Okay. Right. You know, like when you see people running away from you from the background, that little boy that I said earlier on, it could have been a little girl, and she had her hair cut short, and I misunderstood the picture from the back. Yeah. And she was wearing little shorts and a little t-shirt tucked in. That's why I thought it was a little boy. But I think it is a little girl that I've got with me.
Yeah.
Nina. And she's coming in, she's just gone like that with her hands, literally like that, with a flower on it for you. And she's gone like that. Yeah. And she's gone like that. And she's saying love to you.
Yeah.
And so she's given that to you. And she's and I'm also hearing in my head, please keep your chin up. He'll get better. He'll come back to you. He'll come back to you, able-bodied. All right?
No,
take your time, but it's going to take time, but just be patient, because we're working on him. Okay. All right?
Yeah.
Like you do all the time. So does he have trouble with his breathing?
He did have, because he had heart surgery prior to this stroke.
Oh God, that's why I'm getting this pain in my chest then. All right, I've got this pain here, and I'm struggling to breathe. So that's most probably one of the symptoms they're showing me of him. So
a lot of family members had heart attacks and breathing problems as well.
Have they?
Yes.
No, I think you'll find this is your partner.
Okay.
Yeah. That they're showing me how bad he is. So you need to start giving him some healing, they're saying.
Yeah.
And ask for Raphael's minions, we call them, his team of angels to come and help you. Yeah. All right? So take their blessings, and thank you for working with me, Nina.
Bless you.
So if you do come and find me, and just say Nina the healer, I know it's you. All right?
Nina Roberts.
Nina Roberts. Okay. Lovely, Nina. I'll remember that name. Thank you, darling. Thanks for working with me. I don't know what time I'm going on to. What time is it still going?
You can do another one if you want.
Oh, lovely, because I want to go to Sarah Goodall. Lovely. Please.
Hi, Molly.
Mm.
Sorry, you're drinking.
Hello, Diana. I was just having a little drop of water. My throat had gone dry. Okay. I've got hang on. I've got a lady here who passed with trouble with her throat.
Yeah.
Because she found it really hard to swallow.
Yeah.
I'm getting trouble swallowing. Now, I don't know if she's your mother or a sister.
It's my nana.
Oh. Your nana. Oh, bless her.
All right.
Why did I think it was your sister? Have you got a sister?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Has she been having trouble breathing as well?
My mum is. My mum's.
That's what I'm also picking up then.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nana is the one who's first shown herself to me with this throat thing.
Yeah.
she's saying it was horrible. She said she couldn't speak or anything. So did she have like a cancer thing at the throat?
And she had a tracheotomy in it at the end.
Yeah, because I'm actually, if you look at me, I'm actually holding, if you can see me holding it, I'm actually holding it there. So she's saying it was horrible. I couldn't eat, I couldn't swallow anything. She said it was horrible. But she said that at the end of her time on earth, she said that somebody whispered something in her ear.
That was my brother.
Right. Well, can you please tell him she heard what he said?
Oh, bless. Okay, I will do.
All right. She heard what he said. So just tell him that from her.
Will do.
All right. And the answer to the thing that he said is she's going to repeat me too.
Okay.
So you've got to tell him she said me too. So whatever it was, so we don't need to go into that. But okay. So tell your sister to please start putting hot menthol water into a bowl and stick it under the radiator in her bedroom for night, which will help to open up her lungs.
Okay.
Okay, and your mum.
Yeah.
Can you tell your mum too to do it? Because what happens is when you go to sleep, and if you're laid in a position and you're all the windows and everything is closed, because I always sleep with my door open now. And if it's all closed, you get stuffed up and you're breathing in the same oxygen, the normal stuff. So, and it dries the throat.
Yeah.
And from being so dry, it can start a lot of things ricocheting along the way. So we've only got to think of Nana, of how she was at the end. So, so just tell them to be careful of their chests, please. And we know it's nothing like the COVID stuff. It's just a heaviness on her chest that she's feeling.
Yeah.
I would say to your mum, to give your mum a message to speak to someone at her GP surgery.
Yeah.
Let them know what she's been going through.
No, she's having a biopsy on her lungs next week.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one I wanted to say, but I didn't want to say it. So she needs help, is what I'm saying. All right. There's nothing. Don't get me wrong, Sarah. There's nothing she ain't gonna drop down dead or anything anytime soon.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is she's got to go and get it sorted. It's not going to go away.
Yeah.
All right. So she's got to go and have it checked out. But there's also who's the mechanic in your family?
My brother.
Okay. They're saying. Has your dad passed over, Sarah?
And my dad was an engineer actually in the army. He was a mechanic in the army.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's the person who's passed over who's a mechanic?
His dad, my granddad.
Right. Okay. Because he's right. What they tend to say sometimes, our loved ones that have gone over. Well, I've influenced them. It's me from them not seeing. I've been telling them what tool to use. I've been using this, putting the ideas in their heads. So he, in his heart of hearts, your grandfather, feels that he has taught them both how to be mechanics. Right? Yeah. That's what he's saying to you. He's laughing his head off. He said they're very good listeners. They do hear me. He said, and I sort of guide them and show them. He said, because when they're working on the vehicles that they work on and things and machineries, he said, I'll stand next to them and watch them. Okay. He said, because I can't get away from it. He said, it was his life. He said, it's part of his life. He said, and he can't get away. And in fact, you might be feeling a little bit tingly at the moment because, they're standing with you.
No, I know. I can feel them either side of me.
Yeah, they're standing either side of you. What was it? And sometimes when you're in your bed of a night, you can actually feel someone sitting on your bed.
Yeah, I can see them as well.
Good, because that was my next thing I was going to say. And you've actually seen them, so that's really, really nice. Are you spiritually gifted, Sarah? Because I think you are.
Yeah,
I think you are. Who's Isabel or Isabella around you?
Oh, I think that's a little spirit guide because my mum's told me about Isabella. She's a little one that's playing tricks in the house.
That's what they've just told me. Right, okay. So she just wanted to be known to you today. Yeah. So she's playing tricks. She wants to come in and go, hello, Sarah. She's waving to you. But she's not mischievous. She's not, anything evil to worry about, nothing to worry about. She's quite a cheeky little soul is what we call her. But she's very loving as well. And sometimes you actually can feel her, if you recollect, you can actually feel her touching your leg.
Yeah, no, I can
Sometimes
sense that.
Yeah, she brushes on your leg, she's saying. But sometimes she tries to get your attention. She holds your clothes and pulls them.
Yeah.
Right, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
And she's actually saying to me, Sarah, that she went, I really like you. She said, you're a nice lady. So because they could see your soul on the other side. So that's what's attracted her to you. Okay. The soul, there's your soul light. All right. So that's really nice to know that you guys, I've got a couple of them here, they drive me mad, they do. But, they go about their business. And then when you don't least expect them, suddenly they're there and you think, oh, no, not tonight. I've got a night off, please. But they have to come in. It's, it's what they do, part of what they do every day. But what was the last thing? Okay, there has been some kind of niggly pain, and this pain has been like a little stabbing in your side. You've been getting it's been like a little what can I say? Like when you get like a stitch when you run.
Yeah.
It's a feeling like that you keep feeling in there.
Yeah.
Can you just go and ask to be examined to find out what that could be? Because it's taking me back to a time when I told my cousin the same thing, and I'm feeling the same symptoms that I felt with her, and it ended up being something to do with her bladder, and it was like a little procedure she had done, and it was gone. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you have trouble with your urinal things, but it's something to do with that. All right, darling? Okay. So, well, thanks for working with me, and it's been a pleasure to know you. And God bless you, and you take care. So look after all your people that are coming in to see you, because they come in visitation all the time. God bless you, and thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for working with me. Thank you. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Molly. Lovely evening, beautiful music, lovely messages, and all of that from standing in for someone who let us down. So thank you very much for doing that for us.
No problem at all.
Our next service will be next Saturday, which is obviously the 15th, same time, 7 p.m. And our guest medium will be Mark Wilson Horn, who has been before. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Don't forget, we have our weekly open reading circle on Tuesday evenings here on Zoom, where you can come along and either practice read or get a free reading from one of the visiting mediums. We also have our weekly psychic medium development circle on Fridays, which you can join for a small fee. Right, so now I shall hand over to Molly for our closing prayer.
Before I close, I just want to say something to Chris and Vaughan. You ain't got to unplug, but just listen to me. And they said they don't know if they're doing this to me for you, and like weights. Do you do weights? Just nod yes, Chris. Do you do like weights? They're saying be very careful because you're going to hurt yourself. Because they're saying you're going to pick up something and it's going to be too heavy for you, and you're going to wreck a muscle. And you're going to know about it, is what they're saying. That comes from your dad. All right, darling? So God bless you, sweetheart. But let's do our evening prayer, closing prayer now. Thank you, Chris. Okay, Lord, we thank you for your guidance and help throughout this service, for teaching, leading us, and for providing for us. So we thank you for the opportunity to show others your abiding light this evening, and your infinite goodness and your unlimited patience. That peace and tranquility are your blessings and are loved by you, and in the love and knowledge that in refreshing us in our sleep, it is your desire that we shall wake again in the new day. So please uplift our hearts and fill us with love, so we may shine out and draw others towards the way of truth and light. In your holy name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
No problem. We'll have a last piece of music.
God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you, with his sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again.
God be with you till we meet again. Neath his wings securely hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet,
Till we meet at Jesus' feet.
till we meet, till we meet.
God be with you till we meet again.
God be with you till we meet again. When life's perils they confound you, put his arms unfailing round you. God be with you till we meet
again.
Till we meet, till we meet.
Till we meet at Jesus' feet.
Till we meet, till we meet.
God be with you.
God be with you. Oh, God be with you
Till we meet again.
First time I've heard that, it's absolutely lovely. Not really nice. I've